welcome to this episode of Women Making an Impact. And today I have with me Ruchi Mittal, who is not just my guest today, but she's also a dear friend. I've had the pleasure and the honor of working with Ruchi and the team at HEN on HEN, and I'll tell you a little bit more about what HEN is. It is actually short for her entrepreneurial network. And today I'm talking to Ruchi about how to build a community and what's her journey been in the process of building this community. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Savita Najapa. I'm a life and business coach, and I work with entrepreneurs to help them launch, grow, scale their businesses. Ruchi, welcome, and thank you so much for making this time to join me today. And before I even actually get you started, I actually want to share a very short intro because I want to allow Ruchi to do the talking. Ruchi is the founder of her entrepreneurial network, which is a 12K plus strong community on social media, but primarily with 8K plus strong members on Facebook. And what she's done for the world of women entrepreneurs in India is something that all of us are trying to do or replicate in some ways. But her journey and her work started at a time when social media was just getting started, when Facebook groups were just a very new thing and a lot of people weren't using them. So over to Ruchi, and Ruchi, welcome and thank you for being here again. Let's start with taking a moment to, you tell us in your words about you and the work that you do.
Thank you, Savita and Radhe Krishna, and thank you for such warm welcome. And friends, I also have thoroughly enjoyed working with Savita, and I completely cherish our relationship. There's just so much that I learned from her. Now, as you asked me about my journey, what we do at HEN, right? So, HEN, like Savita said, her entrepreneurial network, the focus is to support women businesses scale up. So we work on 3 verticals: inspire, inform, and support. When I say inspire, we do sessions where we bring in women entrepreneurs to share their journey, because we really think that, sometimes all you need is inspiration. Sometimes all you need is to listen to somebody else and understand how did they deal with the situation, just for you to get some thoughts running in your life to deal with situations. So that's inspiration. Information is programs where we are committed to do business-based workshops. So last month we did a session on pricing for profit. Prior to that, we did Instagram marketing workshop. So, like doing your PR or getting your GST done, or how to get your IP, how to look into your IP, rights, etc., is other subjects that we've dealt with and we work on. Support is networking meets. Support is partnering with other organizations. When we do networking meets, we do a lot of sessions which are also self-help, self-care, self-growth sessions. And yes, we've done multiple sessions with Savita for continuous months. And we also partner with various organizations, like, for example, we're partnered with Cherry Ply Foundation, we're partnered with NSR Cell, we partnered with Triple IT Delhi, Draper University. So we bring in their programs, their mentoring structure or events to our members, just to make the community more cohesive.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, that's what we do.
Thank you. I think the amount of work that you're able to do while you run your own business is just simply amazing. And I know where I'm sharing that from, because I run just one business and I find it really quite a handful. So coming to your journey, like, what is your journey? What's your starting point and why? Why did you start this?
So actually, I started off as a freelancer way too early, like just out of school. And in 3 months, I was paid for one of my logo designs. So just for the viewers, I also run a visual communication and branding firm. It's called Perfect Red. So I'm actually a graphic designer first, and then now a community builder. So because Savita, just out of school, you make your first money, and then you suddenly think, oh, you won the world, you can do everything. And then you fall flat on your face because you suddenly, see yourself all over the place. So for example, during freelancing, I started using Orkut.com. Have you been on
Yes,
Orkut.com?
once upon a time, yes. For a
So
very short period.
yes, so that is where I actually started social media marketing that we call today, because I
Mhm.
used to look for work on Orkut. That's how my journey started. And
Okay.
I got my first business partner also through Orkut. And
Okay.
when I initiated business, I didn't know that there is so much that goes in business, like right from getting the client to pitching to them, to closing the account with them, to delivering the design, creating the brief, hiring people, and also making sure that the payment comes in time.
Right.
Actually, that has been my biggest learning,
Right.
because in the initial years of my business, I used to think asking for money is not good. So I
Okay.
used to never ask my clients that, you're due, you better pay me now.
Yeah.
So I saw that time when I have been delivering work and I'm like losing money, not even being able to pay salary because the client is not paying me in time.
Right.
So that is when my journey of learning started as an entrepreneur, and I realized that I'm doing something wrong.
Hmm.
I was also clocking work hours from 8 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Okay.
to moreover say that what are you doing? You are busy, but you're not productive. Very small things in life, but they matter,
Right.
right? So that's how it started. And so when I was exposed to Goldman Sachs 10K program, it's
Hmm.
a program by Goldman Sachs where they want to educate 10,000 women
Right.
entrepreneurs. And when I was part of the program, their education partner was ISB.
Okay.
It is in that program that I learned what is EQ. I learned what is negotiation. I learned how do you really, deal, what is real business.
Hmm.
And so I thought that there should be a space where you can share, because these conversations, who will do?
Right.
And that's how Hen came into existence.
Okay.
So
And,
it's, yeah,
and I'm sorry, I just for viewers to know, it started in 2013, if I'm not wrong.
2011.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the difference, right? I'm a business coach and I teach people how to even sell using social media. But when Orkut actually came out, I joined Orkut and I didn't know what I was supposed to do there. Okay. I mean, besides just like stalking others maybe online, I really didn't know what to do. And here you are, who joined Orkut and actually found clients. So, okay, there's a lot to learn. So, moving on, I think that's like a fabulous journey so far, right? But if I had to ask you, what still keeps you going? 2011, you started Hen, and I'm sure Facebook by itself has gone
So
with
big.
different platforms, it's changed.
Yeah.
What made you keep going, and what have been what's been your why to keep going?
So actually, I am nowhere close to that's why I'm constantly going. So I have always dreamed that if I can build a system that in turn can move on its own and support women entrepreneurial community,
Okay.
and be a place where, people can really just talk without being judged. And I'm nowhere close to it. So actually, that keeps me going.
Okay, because you still feel like there's a lot of work to be done in that
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, there's just so much to do, and I have still not built a system that can run on its own. So, actually, both the things are like not taken care of.
Okay. Okay. Said every perfectionist, you're like that person who said miles to go before you sleep. Having
Yeah.
said that, like it's 2021, it's 10 years, right? So you actually built a community, which a lot of people have tried to build. And some have been, of course, successful, but most people, have had some amount of success. So while you built this community, what are some of the key strategies that has worked for you in growing a community?
Um, Two things, I think. Okay. One, of course, my why. So, how in the initial stage, even now, I'm constantly looking at putting out as much information that can support women businesses on a daily basis. Number one. Number two, I think our initial members, we had a very good bunch of members women entrepreneurs who joined the tribe, and they also helped us reach out to more people. So yeah, two things. Like, one, of course, if you put the right information, so if you are a community builder, whatever the cause of your community is, if your goal should be to focus on why are people coming on that platform.
Okay.
And if you are able to put out that one information, that's all. Cracking that is the biggest task, I
Okay.
think.
So you're saying more than like you have to give enough value.
Yeah,
So when people come in, you know what is it that you're offering, and if you know exactly what people are coming in and you're able to meet that,
yeah,
that's how communities can be built. Okay.
yeah.
So what is your advice if I had to ask you? Okay, Ruchi, I want to build a community. I want to have 12K followers, or 12K members inside my Facebook group. What's your piece of advice for me to begin to start working? Yes, I get this, like you should know why people should come. Any other advice you would have for me?
You must so you remember, right? I asked you many a times, Savita, how can I increase your action on him,
Hmm.
right? So the same thing goes for you. If you are looking at getting your community people interact with your group, that's the only question. How are you adding value to them, and how in turn their one response can add value to the tribe by large.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah, and I'm sure,
is that give and take.
of course. Do you also always, when you're thinking about putting together, let's say, programs for learning and development, or when you're putting together, the networking meet, um, is it always first number one? Is it something that you think through? Like, is there like a strategy behind that? Or it's as in what the community needs that you identify and you put together the programs and the events?
So actually, I am not working in isolation with the community ever.
Okay.
And because I'm not working in isolation, I am constantly on that drive where I'm like, what is it that people need right now? What is it that they're talking? What is it that I can get them?
Hmm.
And in between the 5 things or 10 things that I see that they are looking for,
Hmm.
I'll then go back and look in my chain of resources, where is my best fit, and that goes out.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, you don't need. Community is like, think about your apartment. So
Hmm.
I know that you live in a house, so think about your locality. Okay, so in your locality or apartment, if there is some requirement, or if there is some things evolving, or you have to build a relationship,
Right.
the only way to be there is to be there. And that's the first thing a community manager needs to do: be there.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it should happen.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing that. My next question to you is, I'm sure in the 10 years you've seen a lot of challenges. And I don't mean just with building this platform, putting together this community, but also in your life. What are some of the key challenges that you have faced and how did you deal with it?
Wow.
You think where to start or you don't?
Like, no, of course, you're like challenges, man. I was challenged few hours ago. Abhi kya karu main? Kiski baatein karu.
Okay, so it's every day.
So, but when it comes to, because we're talking about hen, so let me just talk about hen. What my challenges have been. I think the first most important challenge, which again is on hen, and I think has become part of life, is how you become relevant.
Hmm.
I have learned the value of being relevant actually now,
Okay.
because I thought that everybody is relevant. What is it? Why is it so difficult to not be relevant? But now, with there are three different generations, four different generations together, and then the same apple can be differently described by all the four people,
Hmm.
but has requirement in their lives, helps me understand the importance of relevance. And I think any community builder will always have to focus on this. How are you relevant in today's time to the tribe that you belong to?
Okay.
So Yeah, you're saying
Yeah, I
something?
mean, so that's one of the challenges. Anything else that I'm sure you've like had some crazy ones,
Um,
or it's just like for you now, it's so such a like it's like everyday life. It doesn't stand out as what seems crazy to us doesn't actually stand out as crazy to you.
yeah, I'm thinking, what is crazy challenge?
In the past, like so many years.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, what is a crazy challenge like? Okay, one crazy challenge it could be. So we did one of our few networking meets, and we were expecting 25 guests, and I had 50 guests, and the meeting was in CCD. So of course it was challenging because it's an open place. Where do you get people to sit?
Yeah.
So how do you? I don't know. If that's what you meant with a challenge, crazy challenge. But other challenge that I have is to build a model. I think that's another very big challenge for a community primarily,
Yeah.
which can run on its own. So I have taken good number of years to build a model. I have trashed so many models. So yes, that is a big challenge that I'm
Okay.
dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure
Yeah.
if those are the ones that come to mind, I'm sure. But yes, building any kind of a platform or what kind of model you're going to build going forward, I'm sure that's definitely something to think about. So tell me, what's a mantra you live by?
Believe it to achieve it.
Say that again.
Believe it to achieve it.
Ah, okay. I see that on your.
Email.
Yes, I think you add that in all your emails. So okay, that wasn't even a question. I should have just known that then. Then I will move on to my next question. So what's next for you and for Hen?
Wow. So this year, definitely we are on a roller coaster,
Mhm.
especially with Hen, because like I mentioned that it's been a challenge to build a good model.
Yeah.
And I did mention that we've not structured a self-sustainable unit. So I've
Mhm.
been talking to you about all the problems. So
Yeah.
this year we intend to put structure to those problems.
Mhm.
We are looking at launching our membership site very soon. So far, everything's been happening ad hoc, So we think we're not being able to deliver as much as we can, and putting a structure, giving a membership site would help. So yes, if there are women entrepreneurs who are watching this and they're looking to scale up their business and they would love to connect with a tribe who believes in scaling up and living their dreams, you must look up for henindia.com and do send us that form that we have for you to become a member for now, because we are about to launch the
Oh,
first few offerings for membership coming up.
awesome. I know it's an exciting time for you. I know it, of course, because of my interaction with you. But for people who want to connect with Hen, where all can they find you and how can they find you?
Okay, so they can look up for Ruchi M Mittal or Hen India,
On,
Facebook, Instagram, Google,
okay.
YouTube, LinkedIn,
Yeah.
Twitter,
And LinkedIn, we
Pinterest.
have a group as well, right?
Yes, we have a group actually on LinkedIn also, and we have on Facebook also. And of course, the page also on Instagram is almost like a group. So, yes,
Right.
and Twitter and YouTube and Pinterest, wherever. Ruchi and Mittal and Hen.
Okay, I'm going to drop all the coordinates, all the handles below. But before I let you go, Ruchi, I have to ask you, do you have a message for the future entrepreneurs, current female entrepreneurs in India?
Yeah, I would just say that when we start a business, we must be connected to the why of our business. Even with this pandemic, Savita, I don't know if, but I'm sure you will agree, and you coach so many entrepreneurs. If you're connected to the cause of why you started your business more, and you stay strong in your mind with believe it to achieve it attitude, no pandemic can really push you. You will live through all the hard tides because they are part of life.
Yeah.
That's all. So we just need to believe in ourselves. So guys, believe in yourself and you'll do it.
Okay, thank you. That's a wonderful message. Thank you so much for your time, Ruchi. And
Thank
with
you,
that, we come to
Savita.
the end of this interview. Keep making the impact that you're creating in this world. I know that Hen is not just Hen India, it's going to be Hen Global soon. So,
Oh,
all the
thank
best for
you.
that. All the best for that. And thank you so much for your time today. And
Thank you, Savita. Thank you for having me here, and thank you for listening to me and let me share.
always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.